Here's my 30-second story with Guinness. As soon as my sister and I get home for the holidays, we don't even unpack. We head straight to our pub. The bartender already knows our order, Guinness and fries. We laugh all night, catch up with old friends, and walk home with faces sore from smiling. It's one of my favorite nights of the year. That was my 30-second story with Guinness.
Guinness Draft Stout. Please enjoy responsibly. Imported by Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. You're ready to move your business forward, but first, you need to find the right team. Start your search with Indeed-sponsored jobs. It can help you reach qualified candidates fast, ensuring your listing is the first one they see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs are 90% more likely to report a hire than non-sponsored jobs. See the results for yourself. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
'Tis the season to cozy up with all your favorite holiday movies and shows.
You coming?
Where?
To the North Pole, of course.
Like A Very Jonas Christmas Movie and Home Alone on Disney+.
Did I burn down the joy? I don't think so.
Then snuggle up with The Polar Express and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with Hulu on Disney+.
I think we're all in for a very big Christmas treat.
This season, there's something for everyone with Hulu on Disney+. Bundle subscription required. Terms apply. Visit disneyplus.com/Hulu for details.
American soccer fans, welcome to episode 165 of the USA Soccer Cast. We are bringing you everything about the U.S. national teams, the players, the leagues, and everything else that impacts the game of soccer in these United States. I'm Donald Wine. It is World Cup draw week here in Washington, D.C. and around the world, but I will be at the World Cup draw as we record on Thursday, December 7th. The World Cup draw is taking place tomorrow at noon. You can watch it locally in the United States on either Fox or Telemundo. I will not be talking about the World Cup draw right now. We have plenty of the rest of the weekend to do that. You can catch some of my content at starsandstripesfc.com. And here we will recap everything at some point over the weekend. But I want to talk about the women's national team because they just completed their final international window of 2025. It was 2 matches in the state of Florida, 1 in Orlando, 1 in Fort Lauderdale, and they were taking on Italy, which is a strong team that had just come off of a semifinal run in the Women's Euros this past summer. A great camp for the women's national team. They win 3-0 in the first game. Olivia Moultrie scores inside of 75 seconds. Cat Macario with a brace in that game to pace the United States. And then in Fort Lauderdale, a 2-0 victory. Macario scores again, and then you had a Jaden Shaw screamer just before halftime, which gives us the final score. Macario added a third goal that was waved off due to offside, but VAR probably would have allowed it. Either way, it didn't count. There was no VAR. So 3-0 to the United States in the first game, 2-0 in the second game. I want to start with just kind of reviewing who I thought the best players were in camp, and you have to start with Catarina Macario. Emma Hayes said it's probably the best that she's looked, and the way that she has returned to this national team from her almost 2 years worth of recovery from an ACL injury is incredible. She is arguably the best player on this team when she is at the top of her game. And we saw her at the top of her game in this camp. She's only getting better. I think she's a stronger player now than she was before the injury, and she was great before she tore her ACL. Now that she's back, she's learned more about how to kind of operate within multiple systems, not just with Chelsea, but with Emma Hayes. And I know they have a relationship going back to Emma Hayes' days at Chelsea, but coming into this camp, I don't know why a lot of people thought, oh yeah, Kat's going to be there, but Kat's Kat, and we're going to see what some of these other players can do. Catarina Macario established herself as one of the best players in this player pool, and one of the most indispensable in this player pool. The way that she's able to score from anywhere on the field, when the ball's at her feet, she is dangerous, and she's also able to incorporate her teammates. And I loved what I saw from her as we enter 2026, which is a pivotal year for the women's national team. We get into World Cup qualifying at the end of 2026. And then, of course, in 2027, it's the Women's World Cup. Having Kat at the top of her game, only getting better, bodes well for the United States. So I'm really, really happy to see how well she did in this particular window. Olivia Moultrie continues to impress. She scored again inside of 75 seconds in that first game. And she needs to continue going. There's a lot of competition at her spot, and she's only helping herself by continuing to perform the way that she did. Claire Hutton, it's funny, I don't watch a lot of Claire Hutton on the club team level because I'm so invested in the Washington Spirit, and it's no slight to her. It's just that I don't necessarily look for her on the field. We're always looking for players on the offensive end of the field when you're playing someone else. And on the national team, I'm always impressed every single time after I see Claire Hutton play. And this was no exception. She has come along brilliantly. We'll talk more about the depth in a little bit, but this camp was particularly good for her because I think now we need to have conversations about how much we're playing her and what we're giving, the time we're giving her, isn't enough. She might be a starter for this national team. I can see it. There's obviously some questions about how who you pair her with and how it operates. But as we move on, like Claire Hutton, Sam Coffey, both of them had tremendous camps. Sam Coffey is up for Player of the Year, and she's earned that nomination with her play this year. In this window, she was, again, I thought brilliant. And the way that she can operate with just about anybody and to help lift up the side and push them forward, I think is tremendous. So Sam Coffey, Claire Hutton, would love to see more of them and maybe figure out a way to have both of them on the field at the same time at the start of the game as starters. So that'll be something to watch in 2026. The next player on my list is Rose Lavelle. I love this girl. She is amazing. She's been amazing the entire time that she's been on this national team. I'm so glad that she's kind of kicked a lot of those injuries that really plagued her for the better part of 2 years. And it looks like she's fully healthy and she's back. And she has a great camp. There's a dynamic that she has when she is healthy and on the field with the ball at her feet that we probably haven't seen, on this national team in the last couple of years. She still has that. And there's still room for that on this team. And the creativity that she has, the ability to score from anywhere, the ability to, again, incorporate her teammates. And I think she's doing better defensively. And that wasn't always a part of her game. But that has come along, I think, again, in the aftermath of not being able to really push forward all the time because of nagging injuries that she's had over the past couple of years. So, again, adapting to what you had going on in your life and reversing it to a positive is something that she did with being able to not only press forward, but be a true midfielder and get back on defense and help stifle attacks before they start. And then the last one that I thought did really good in camp was Lily Yohannes. And it's easy to say, yeah, we expect her to do well, but we can't. She's 18. She should not be arguably the player that I would think, short of Naomi Girma, needs to be inked into the starting lineup every single time because I know she's going to dominate. she's able to make passes that a lot of people can't do, men or women on this planet. She is able to push the ball forward quickly. She's great defensively, in my opinion. She still can get better because she's 18 years old, and 18-year-olds get better at the things that they're doing. And the fact that she is so polished at this age, and I'm saying that she should be in the starting lineup, basically her name should be listed after Naomi Girma, and then you can kind of fill in a lot of the rest. It's amazing how far she's come along in such a short period of time. She's only been on the national team in full for a little over a year. And most people I talk to, when they see her on the field, they go, yeah, she's good. She should be there. She should stay a while. And I agree with them. The fact that she, once again, had a great camp. I love the confidence that she is building every day, not just with the national team, but also with her club team. And that is only going to help this team get better. If you have a Lily Yohannes that is good enough to start against any team in the world, do you know how good our team is going to be? Because the passes will be there, the defense will be there, the creativity will be there. And we just want to make sure that we have the pieces around her. Again, a Claire Hutton, a Sam Coffey, Rose Lavelle, a combination of those players and Lily in the middle. I'm happy because I think we control the midfield. She's tougher than she looks, and that's only going to improve as she gets more experience. And so I'm really liking what I see from Lily Yohannes, and hope again that if the Women's World Cup started today, I'd put her in my starting lineup. But that's just me, and I think that she provides a dynamic that no one on this team has, and that dynamic is only getting better because she's so young. So those are some of the players that I thought were terrific in camp. Let's take a quick break. On the other side, we're going to take a big look at the women's national team in 2025, what they did, who they beat, who they lost to, the goal scorers, and what we learned about this team above anything else. Stick around for that.
The Who's Down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
As a contractor, I don't pay for materials I don't use. So why would I pay for stuff I don't need in my mobile plan? That's why my Biz plan from Verizon Business is so perfect. Now I can choose exactly what I want, and I only pay for what I need.
Right now, with my Biz plan, get our best price, as low as $25 a line. Visit Verizon.com/business to get started today.
New lines only. Price per month with 5+ lines. Includes auto pay and paper-free billing and promotional discount. Taxes, fees, economic adjustment charge. Applicable add-ons, prices, and terms apply. Guarantee applies to base monthly rate and stated discounts only. Add-on prices additional. Offers in January 5th, 2026.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Okay, Chad, today you're gonna drive the all-electric Toyota BZ.
But my electric vehicle phobia. I'm not ready, Dr. Ross.
I believe in you.
Oh my gosh. We're inside it.
Try to take deep breaths, okay?
The ventilated seats, they're touching me.
You can do this, Chad. Drive the car. How do you feel, Chad?
I feel cured. Woohoo! I'm doing it!
The all-electric BZ. One drive can change your mind. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey everyone, are you looking for the latest gear for your U.S. national teams, Major League Soccer, the NWSL, or any other team in the world of soccer? The USA Soccercast has affiliate partnerships that are ready to help you out. Head to linktree.com/USA Soccercast, where we have links to Homage, Fanatics, the MLS Store, and Breaking Team. You can get the jersey, shirt, hat, or accessory you're looking for to support your team, while also saving some money and helping this show in the process. Again, linktree.com/USA Soccercast. Click on the links and get your gear. And we thank you as always for your support of the show. All right, we are back, and we take a breath to kind of look at the women's national team as they finish out the calendar year of 2025. Let's take a look, first of all, at their record. They were 12-3 this year. Very, very good record. Wins over Colombia, Australia, Brazil, China, Jamaica, Ireland, Canada, Portugal, New Zealand, and Italy. And they only allowed goals in just 2 of those wins. So they had 10 clean sheets on the year, which is tremendous. They had 3 losses this year to Japan, Brazil, and Portugal. Each of those losses was by the same score, 2-1. So they were competitive in both of those games, but I think they learned a lot from those losses. And in the case of Brazil and Portugal, we played 2 matches against them. As I mentioned, we beat them once and we lost once. The Brazil match was the second of the 2 games that we played against them. The Portugal loss was the first of the 2 against them. So we were able to at least avenge the Portugal loss, and we were able to get Brazil in the first of those 2 friendlies. So 2 of their losses were teams that we also beat on the year, which I think is good. 16 different goal scorers in the year. 16. That's a lot. Led by Catarina Macario, who I think had a stellar 2025. She had 8 goals. Lim Biendolo, Sam Coffey, and Ali Sentner all had 4 goals each, and Olivia Moultrie and Emma Sears were right behind them with 3 goals each. I think, 16 different goal scorers, the amount of players that have come into this national team fold and are part of this player pool, the fact that every single window we're kind of asking who's Emma Hayes going to call in because there's so many options, despite the fact that we had a lot of people out due to maternity leave, due to injury, or what have you. It's a testament to the depth that is present on this national team. After the second game against Italy, I got on the press conference and I was able to ask Emma Hayes about the depth and how quickly it's come along. And it's funny, I don't know that she entirely liked the answer or the question, but she provided an eloquent answer. I don't have the audio for you, but she basically summed it up as, this is what she does. She is a developer of talent, and that talent, given the opportunities, are going to succeed because she's trying to put them in the best position to succeed on the field. And that's how you create depth. Giving these players opportunities, seeing how they respond, and understanding that they're going to get better. And certainly, I think we have gotten better as the year has gone along. We start out with the She Believes Cup. We lose to Japan. We lose the She Believes Cup. We then lose another friendly to Brazil in April. And a lot of people are thinking, okay, there's some questions about this depth. But over the summer, it really kicked in. And sometimes it was due to injury. Sometimes it was due to other players needing rest. Again, we had some players that were out on maternity leave. Trinity Rodman was out for most of the year with a back injury and then a knee injury. So you needed people to step up. And a lot of people did. Ali Sentner comes along. Olivia Moultrie comes along. Again, Catarina Macario has a resurgence. Lily Yohannes gets more and more steady. Claire Hutton, we basically discover that she is amazing and she should be in there all the time. My girl, Tara Mikione, owning the defensive side and becoming someone that you almost see inked into the starting lineup every single time and don't bat an eye. Those kind of players coming along really helps this team. And as we look forward to 2026, they have 2 friendlies. The first one on January 27th against Paraguay. That's going to be in Carson, California at Dignity Health Sports Park. I hope to be out there for that one. And then January 27th, they have not announced the location or the opponent for that match, but they're playing a second January camp friendly, reviving the January camp. We talked about how on the men's side it's gone, but at least for one more year on the women's side, it is still going strong. But that's the start of this development for the year. Emma Hayes is going to work her team up to the point where she has to start making decisions about who she's going to bring to the CONCACAF W Championship, the Olympic qualifying tournament for this year. And I have no doubt that this team is going to be right up there with it, with the opportunity to qualify for yet another Women's World Cup and be one of the best teams in the world while doing it. They end the year right now at number 2. They haven't released the rankings yet so far as I've seen for December, but they're probably going to end at number 2, just behind Spain in the entire world. And obviously their goal is number 1. They're going to want to do that in 2026, and they're going to line up a series of friendlies up until qualifying for them to get ready for CONCACAF. And I love the strategy. I love the fact that they're incorporating the U20s and the U17s and the U23s. They're giving players opportunities. Jaden Shaw, for most of the year, was kind of hovering with those U23s and the U20s. And now she's on the national team. She scores a screamer. And it's not that we haven't seen her before, but again, when there's so many players in the player pool, Emma Hayes is saying, get them experience somewhere. Doesn't matter which team it is. Yes, I'll have the players that I want to bring in here, but that should mean that the U23 should be having camps. The U20 should be having camps. The U17 should be having camps to get them acclimated to what we're going to be doing here so that when I'm ready to call in some of these players, they're ready to go. And I don't have to spend a lot of time with the learning curve of introducing them to the system on the national team level. They understand what it takes to get to this level. They get the experience and know what they need to do to improve. And that helps the player pool get better. It helps the player pool get larger. Entering this year, we had our player pool, but it wasn't as robust and profound as it is now. If you think about the U23s and the U20s, you easily have 75 players that could be called in. And even if it was their first call up to the senior women's national team, there's going to be people who are like, oh, yeah, I've heard of her. That's good. She's got some experience. She's good for her club. She's on the U23s. Yeah, give her a shot. And I think in this year, both on the men and the women's side, we saw a lot of people say, I got an opportunity. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to make it where they want to call me back. And that's great. That's the mentality that they always should have. Even if they don't get called back, they work with the mentality of, I'm going to hear that phone ring. I'm going to get that text message, and it's going to be from the coach saying, we want you back. We want you in this camp. We want you ready. So this is a great, great thing that has kind of been put together over the last year, this system that Emma Hayes has been incorporating from top to bottom on the women's national team side of U.S. soccer. And it's yielded some great results. Again, some great performances, and cannot wait to see what they do in 2026. We will obviously be covering it along the way, both here. I will also be writing at Stars and Stripes FC. Soon, this weekend, we are going to cover the World Cup draw that is, of course, taking place just a short walk from me here in Washington, D.C. But that will do it for episode number 165 of the USA Soccer Cast. Thank you for listening. Remember, you can find us on Blue Sky, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us on all of those sites at USA Soccercast. Subscribe, rate, and review our shows. It helps us get in front of new people, and it's greatly appreciated. Tell your friends about us. Finally, head to linktree.com/USA Soccercast to check out our affiliate links and our stimulus store. Stay tuned to our stimulus store. Something is coming very, very soon. We will have everything you need to watch the beautiful game and follow your teams, and using these links also helps support the show. We'll talk to you again soon, y'all. Peace.